Hello, this is Stampy, and welcome to a behind-the-scenes video. This is part number 2 of me designing my skyscraper in my lovely world. As of now, I still don't know what I'm going to be calling it, but you can see in the title of the episode, and you may have seen me building it in my lovely world already, but let me give you an update in terms of how things are going at the moment. So, I've designed the entire outside. This is pretty much how it's going to look, as far as I know right now. The big thing is now I need to design the inside. So I've gone through and I've kind of worked out for now what every floor is going to be. So let's just go through them for now. So we've got Gregory Jr. is going to be the receptionist. And I actually moved him because originally he had his floor up here. And I realized that I could just have his floor as the receptionist because I need a receptionist anyway. And the colors kind of matched all right. So this floor is gone. Ignore this floor. That's going to be chopped out. The whole thing's going to be a bit smaller, but I think this just makes a lot of sense. So Gregory Jr., receptionist. We then have Benji, who's going to be security. And so that's basically going to be like our guard dog, basically, in the videos. Catering is Sherbet, obviously there. Corey, because he's curious. Research and development, kind of helping me plan and design things in my lovely world. Flippy, and this one makes me laugh, is a crafting table cleanup. I love the idea that a dog's job is to go and pick up all of the crafting tables that I leave all over my world. Duncan and Mittens, they're the supervisors because they're always kind of watching us when we're playing mini games. The gardening. Luna is the gardener, the love gardener, because she does the gardening in the love garden. We have Benton, which is block gathering. I like the idea that, you know, a dog just gathers all of my blocks for me, so I don't need to. Animal grooming is Fluffy, because Fluffy's in the pet shop. This is the floor that's going to be gone. Barnaby, for now, is like second in command. I don't know if I'm going to change the way I word that, but I like the idea of him being kind of, you know, my right-hand man or right-hand dog in this case. Fizzy, work parties, landscaping from William Beaver, basically all of the terraforming and digging, basically digging is another word for that for William Beaver. Polly Reindeer, tech support, that always made me laugh, and then me, the CEO, the boss. I'll change that to boss, I think, kind of. I think more people will understand what that means, so let's go and change this to boss. So that's the floors done. I pretty much know who's going to be in them and what they're going to be doing, but I don't know what they're going to look like. I need to kind of add as many interesting twists as I can throughout of all of these. Of course, each one can't have a big crazy thing just because I won't have time. I don't want to spend an entire year building this thing. So each room isn't going to be really complex, but I want to have at least one kind of visual gag or one kind of twist or one kind of interesting thing in each room just to kind of add a bit more variety while I'm building this thing so it doesn't become the same thing again and again and again. So of course it's going to be hard for me just to sit here and go and ha and just kind of think things through. So I'm just going to get started. I'm just going to go and get started going and building in these areas and designing them, and just at different points I'm going to go and carry on recording and kind of show you what I've come up with and maybe work out a few things kind of while I'm recording at the same time. So I'm just building the path up a little bit here because it's always a good idea to see how it's going to link up, and I added some iron doors in as well. I think iron doors made the most sense. This is kind of the entrance way, and yeah, let's go start with the reception. So of course I'm going to have a reception desk, and I like the idea of having some sort of feature in the middle of the room here, whether it's a fountain or something else. So yeah, that's what I'm going to go and work out now. Okay, update time. Let me show you what I've done so far. So this is the lobby. Welcome. Some potted plants. We got some lights. Lighting became an issue because I realized I can't put torches on any of the walls because all the walls are glass, and I couldn't put glowstone in the floor because one floor is another person's ceiling. So I kind of came up with the idea of making these like little lamps in the corner. So I'm probably going to have those in the exact same place on every floor. So far, the reception is pretty simple. I just added like a computer down here. Like, there's not much room to add anything else. I really like the desk being in the middle, so it's kind of just got this shape. Got a computer in, a few sofas, so pretty standard there. And then, I skipped this one. I can't remember what this one's supposed. Oh, this is supposed to be the bodyguard security, and I was kind of had the idea of having like traps and then like a chest with like weapons in, and I was like, no, that's rubbish. So I was like, I'll come back to that one. Skipped onto the next one. This is catering. This is sherbet. I think this one looks okay. So this is basically the idea for mass-produced pork chops. You can press that to have coal and pork chops go inside of here. Up until now, every time I pressed it, it's gone straight in. But, I mean, I could block it off. I mean, even if I put glass here, maybe, then that way it's always going to make its way in. And then, yeah, pork chops will automatically start getting cooked in there, I believe. Oh, no, the fuel needs to be there. There we go. So now from now on, every time you press it, yeah, the pork chops will get nicely cooked. Just some wheat farms to make bread, because they're the main two things that are eating. I didn't want to do a cake thing because I got Stampy's hot buns already, so this is where the vending machine is stocked up from, the pork chops and then the bread for me. And then above that, oh, is that it? Oh, that's all I've done. I've not done very much, have I? Oh yeah, the next one is, I think the next one's the crafting table one though, actually, because yeah, there's some that I'm leaving till later. So research and development, I'm going to leave that till later. Crafting table cleanup, which is Flippy's one. Let's go and have a look at that one then. So we need to go to Flippy's one, which will be purple. I kind of like the idea for this one, just to be like crafting tables everywhere. Like, I think that's just quite funny, the idea of just everywhere you look, there's just kind of crafting tables, just like all stacked up really high. So I'm putting in the lamps. There's not kind of an exact middle on both sides of these areas, so I'm just going 1, 2, and then on the third one, I'm going to go and put down the glowstone lamp, and it lights it up enough. Like, in day, there's going to be absolutely no problems, just because there's windows on every side. The middle of the room is a little bit dark, and at night time, as you're going to see, it's not as bright as it could be, but I think this is still plenty good enough. So I think in this one, I think this one should just literally be filled with crafting tables. Like, as I said, I want some sort of clever thing or twist in each one. I've got like the automatic cooking device, like a very simple one. Like, I got to remember that there's a lot of people that watch my videos that there's things that I take for granted that everyone would know that, you know, not everyone would have thought of, you know, like, for example, just that simple device where it's just putting pork chops and coal in. You know, it's not particularly more easy than putting it in yourself, but, you know, just the idea of doing that and then it begins being cooked, like, some people may not have thought of that before. And so the fact that I can just kind of do that whenever I want, if it actually works, maybe I can make this a little bit better. So that could kind of be the thing for that. And if there's not something clever, then I want something kind of funny. So I just like the idea of this just being completely filled with crafting tables. So literally, like, you know, apart from one little walkway that you can make your way around on the outside, I think it should just be crafting tables. Like, these should be like completely stacked up, so as if these are just all of the gathered up crafting tables, all kind of just dumped on the floor in here. I think that's it. I think that's all this one needs, because it'd be good to get these rooms done pretty quick in the videos, you know, where I could do maybe, you know, 1, 2, or 3 rooms per video, and then that way this thing isn't going to drag out. I could maybe have me building, you know, the interior of a room while, you know, someone is, you know, one of the helpers is building kind of the next room ready. Could work pretty well. But I think something on the lines of this would be would be good for this room, for all of the leftover crafting tables. So let's head back to today then. Let's see which other ones have I not done then yet. Well, I haven't done most of them for starters, but there's some that are going to be a little bit tricky, like Barnaby's room. Like, what am I going to do in Barnaby's room? It just says second in command. So research and development, that's a tricky one. Supervisors. Love gardening might be more simple. What about supervisors for Duncan and Mittens? Like, I feel like it could be like almost nothing. Like, they could just have a really nice room. This could just be like their hangout pad, because all they do is watch us play mini games. There's not much else crucial. So yeah, I'm going to go and work out a few more of them, and I'll bring you in once I've kind of worked them all out. But there's a few gaps at the moment where there's not an obvious idea, and so I'm either going to be able to work out an idea for them, or I could change them just to kind of make it so there's something else I could build in Minecraft. So yeah, once again, I'm going to cut ahead until I've worked out a few more of these different office rooms. Okay, welcome back. I just noticed there's a chicken stuck inside of here. Oh, poor chicken. Let me rescue the chicken, and then I'll give you an update with how things are going. To be honest, it's been a little bit slow going. I've struggled more than I thought I would to come up with, like, I'm trying to come up with, I can't rescue the chicken. I'm just going to have to break this. Yeah, so I've been trying to come up with things that are going to be quick and easy to build in episodes, have some sort of interesting twist, but also fit in with the whole theme. And there hasn't been many things that I've come up with that kind of match all sides. But let me show you what I've shown you. So yeah, I did the crafting table. Oh, this is new. So this was... I think this was called research and development, but I think I just changed it to planning for now. And this is Corey. And I like the idea of him being like, as if he's designing my lovely world. And I want this to look like more of a traditional office. There's like a bookcase, and then there's like filing cabinets, and then like a water dispenser and stuff, and then also like his computer with a map of my world on. I just thought that was really cool, just using the map there. So I thought, yep, that's an okay one. I might be able to add something else to that one, but that one's all right. That one ticks the box. I showed you the crafting table. I like that one. Oh yeah, the supervisors. This is Duncan and Mittens, and I had the idea of it being like, they call themselves supervisors, but they're basically just like super fans. Like, this is them, like, for when they're watching us play our mini games. They got kind of flags for like the different colors of me and my helpers, and then like just some snacks as well. So I think I would need to add something else to here, but I think that's an okay idea. For Luna, for the love garden, like love gardening, I thought. So you can see she's just got like a bunch of signs and flowers and stuff. And then this is the one I spent most time on. I spent ages on this one. So block gathering. Oh, I was also going to change it to like block organizing or something. I was trying to build, you know, there's contraptions you can build in Minecraft that basically organize your blocks for you. And I didn't design this. This is based on just a few different tutorials online that I've been looking at just to try and get a general idea of how to do them. And the idea is to say I want to organize things. I want to put my emeralds away in like this chest here. If I throw an emerald inside of here, and then the machine is going to start going, then I can throw like a diamond in as well. It basically sets this machine off, and everything kind of gets organized into the chest that it needs to, and then any other random items get put in the one at the end. And this works. And like, I thought it was going to be compact enough, because I was like, oh look, it's only 3 blocks high. The problem is that the redstone goes under the ground, and that kind of is annoying because it means it would kind of dig into the room underneath. And it also, I don't know, it also seemed a little bit too complicated for this. And I think I will eventually build one of these, probably for me, but I feel like this wasn't the right place. Then I tried kind of designing my own designs that were more compact, but I realized that I wasn't able to work it out. So I think that I've pretty much now, yeah, I've decided literally right now that, yeah, I'm going to give up with this idea. So this idea is going out of the window. There's going to have to be something else in this room, whether it is anything similar or something different. This is not going to be it, but expect to see something along these lines coming up in a future video, because I'd love to teach more people about them and kind of show people how to make them. And then the other one, which I've just done right now, is Fizzy, which is a Fizzy Does Work party. So basically this is just like the party floor. See, there's a party ground down here, like a dance floor. We've got some food with some cookies, of course. I had the idea of like the cauldron being like Punch, so you can go and use a water bottle to drink that. I've not done that before. DJ booth with some flashing lights, of course, like this, that Fizzy can go crazy on. And I did a twist on pin the trunk on the elephant, which I've done before for Fizzy, and we got pin the horn on the unicorn. So this is my beautiful unicorn, and then you got to go and pin the horn on it. I think this is just a very Fizzy room. So yeah, I'm pretty happy with this one, but there's still loads to go. There's still so much for me left to design. So I think these are all gonna change around quite a lot. I just basically destroyed everything that was in this security room because I thought this was just rubbish. This might not even end up being security. So I'll be honest, I am struggling with this one. So I'm going to go and think through them all now. Maybe change around kind of what some of the rooms are to make it easier that way. And then, yeah, I'll let you know what I did eventually end up coming up with. Okay, I'm starting to get there with the design now. So let me show you what's new. So... oh, security's still empty. You've seen catering. Planning's the same. That's the same. Have I done anything new? That's the same. That's the same. Block gathering. This has changed. This has been changed from block gathering to editing. So what I decided to do is to think a little bit more literally about what I do when making videos. And of course, one of the important things is editing. So I thought I'd kind of break the wall a little bit and kind of say that Benton is literally editing my videos inside of my lovely world. Just kind of made me laugh. So there's no particularly crazy builds, but I think I could have a really fun video and really make it out as if Benton edited the video, and I could say like, oh, Benton's editing the video and he loves listening to my voice all day, and then like text could come up on the screen saying, yeah, right, why don't you give me more pork chops or something. So I think that even though the build's quite simple, I could do quite a fun episode. So it's basically just a computer and some speakers and then tea. I'm going to make a big point about when editing you need loads and loads of cups of tea, kind of as a joke to what I have when I'm editing. There's just a little sofa down here, so a pretty simple build, but I think the fun twist is kind of how fun the episode could be with that. So there's that done, and I've also done the helpers rooms as well. So I showed you Fizzy's room, and then this is William Beaver's room. Let me explain. So so he's put down as landscaping, and there's a bit of a contradiction here because he's landscaping, and then I also have someone who did who was it? I think it's Benji down. Oh no, someone did something to do with planning with Corey as if he's designing my world. And there's a bit of overlap because I did William Beaver as basically as if he's like got a design of the entire world. So this is supposed to be my lovely world. This is my house here. This is my theater. This is all the land around here. The grey basically is just marking where other buildings are. This is the clock tower. This is the Sky High restaurant, and this is the lighthouse. It's supposed to be basically like a slightly 3D overview of my world. This is the fun land down here where the orange is, and I just think this is cool, and it just fits into this space really well. It's pretty simple, so I like the idea of having that as William Beaver, but I just feel like I might need to change Corey's now because it's a little bit too similar. But that's William Beaver's room. Tech support. This is Polly's tech support. Basically, her redstone lair. There's just, I don't know, I like that if there's just been redstone all over the floor and just like she's called in to fix things, and there's just little experiments that she's been doing. I like this machine here. This is basically the machine where as you pull the lever, the piston then breaks the lever, then you need to put another one down. Just the classic pointless machine. I've never built one of these in Minecraft, and they've always fascinated me, so I thought I'd do one of them. And then these are just dispensers that fire out redstone. I decided that they've just been redstone just absolutely everywhere. So that's the idea for Polly, and I think that's everything new that I've worked out. So I think the next thing I'm going to do is I'm going to work out what Corey's going to be. Maybe play around with that a little bit. And then, I still got Fluffy's dog grooming, and then Barnaby is still yet to go. And then the final one is going to be my room itself, which I need to work out. So, I'm going to go and put my head down, have a little think, and see if I can come up with anything else for this room. This is difficult. This is really, really tough. And this is where it'd be nice to have this uploaded first and get suggestions for everyone. But I guess I'm going to keep banging my head against the wall until I work out some more ideas for this building. I think I'm finally making some pretty good progress on this thing. I mean, to be fair, I'm probably almost done. So let's talk about what isn't done. So the reception, like this could be done. Like this could be how it finally ends up being, but I don't know. I feel like there's something more interesting I could add here, even if it's nothing like crazy. There's another chicken. This is the chicken trap. Oh, this is going to happen in my lovely world, isn't it? It's just going to be filled with chickens. Oh, well, that would be funny. And so I don't know if I should have like a chandelier or just something else inside of here just to make it a bit more interesting. I think that's something that I kind of need to do. So I will work on that. And then what else is new? So Benji. I can't remember what he was going to be, but security. It was going to be security. That's now been changed to advertising, or I didn't have any advertising. So I kind of like the idea that this is like self-promotion on YouTube, so I thought it'd be a good chance to do some jokes. I got the goals board for what they want the audience to do, so like, subscribe, comment, click the bell, share, buy my book, enter giveaway, and tell your mum to watch my videos. So that's advertising. Here's my views graph, a graph on how many views the lovely world is getting. I just thought this would be funny, and I could even add like a few more things, maybe do some jokes about potential growth opportunities, like use clickbait, do a video with a bigger YouTuber. I don't know. I mean, there's a chance to do a few kind of fourth wall breaking jokes here. So I quite like that one for advertising. It's a simple room to build, but I like the joke. Catering hasn't been touched in a long while. Well, yeah, this has been changed to recruitment. I like the idea of having like a very stereotypical just office with like the water cooler and stuff. So I quite like that in the filing cabinets. This has just been changed from like design or whatever it was to recruitment. So this is where all of the job interviews could take place for new helpers or something. I thought that was okay. Probably will spruce that one up a little bit, no pun intended. That one's fine. Supervisors is fine, I think. Editing. I showed you editing, didn't I? Yeah, I showed you editing. I'm pretty sure I showed you editing. What else is new then? This is new. Dog grooming. Dog grooming. I like this one as well. So this is where Fluffy goes. Of course, she's in the pet shop normally, so it made sense being here. And the thing I love about this is the baths. You can actually put the dogs into these little, well, they're cauldrons, aren't they? But they look like little tiny baths, and it's adorable. And then they can come here, they can have their hair cut, and then they could even have their collar dyed as well. And then we have a camera over here. Here's a photo opportunity so we can play around with the green screen a bit. Yeah, I thought that would be quite fun. So I'm really trying to think less about what's going to be the best looking room, but what's something fun I can do in the rooms. That one is still to be demolished. Barnaby's room. So this is basically like the boardroom, I guess. So Barnaby can sit at the head of the table here, and then this is where all of my dogs and me will come together, and we can kind of talk through the plans of the future of my lovely world. That's the idea there. Fizzy we've done, that's done, shown you that, and then the last one, the most important one, the boss's office. And so kind of the joke I'm going to make here is the more important you are, the bigger the desk you have. And seeing as I'm so important, I'm going to have an absolutely massive desk here. It's kind of the joke. Got my computer screen with just cake on it. And you know, like they have those little triangles that the people have on their desks, which kind of say their position. I got that just saying Stampy, boss. And then a bookcase because I need to be important with books. And then the rest of the room I kind of left quite open just so you can really admire the views, which is really going to be the main reason we came up here. I experimented with the idea of having like a little mini golfing thing. You know, like a lot of bosses, like in films and stuff, they have like a little tiny golf thing so they can play golf in their office. And I realized that, it just didn't really work without having ice on the floor and stuff. So actually, you know what, there's a gap. Isn't there a gap? Oh no, there's not a gap. Oh, the gap's above me, not underneath me. Yeah, don't worry about that. Ignore that one. So that one is not going to be like that. So I think this one works out pretty well. So there's a few like little tweaks that I'm going to make and extra additions. This is also going to be one where there's probably going to be loads of improvisation in my lovely world. So I'm sure a lot of this is going to change. But the real next thing I need to do is work out exactly where I'm going to build this. So I'm going to take a note of the dimensions again because it's been so long ago since I built them I can't even remember. Then I'm going to go to my lovely world and kind of decide the best place to actually build this thing. We're now in my lovely world and I think I found the right place. So I was originally assuming that the skyscraper would be over here somewhere in all of this new land that I flattened out. I knew I didn't want it to be right next to Polly's house because I thought that Polly might not appreciate having an enormous skyscraper right outside her house, but I really wanted it to be visible from my balcony because every time I look up the balcony in the morning, I kind of have this same view. And it hasn't really changed significantly in a long time. And I really want to make it more interesting because this theater looks horrible. Like, I mean, it's fine, but it's, you know, I did it before they even had stone bricks in the game, and it's very simple, and it's a bit of a big blob, and it's kind of the main thing I see every morning. So I was thinking of having it behind this hill here, so that it's kind of going over the hill. So you won't see the entire thing. Like some of it will be blocked by the hill, but then the higher bits you'll see kind of poking up the top. So I was thinking this corner here, I just built in this path here, and I was thinking this area here would be perfect because I would see it from the balcony, and also you'll get an amazing view. Like imagine being all the way up there, you'll be able to see my house and some of the town that way, and then all of my town over in this direction as well. So it would have a good view. You would have a good view of it at the beginning of all of my episodes, and it just seemed like the perfect place to build it. So unless anything changed significantly, this is probably where I'm going to build it. I'm going to mark it by putting down a sign here to say, right, I've decided this is where I'm going to build it, and I'll make sure I don't forget what I decided. So let's just write down Lovely Inc. for Lovely Incorporated, and I'm pretty much good to go. I mean, there's a few little things I need to do in terms of designing, a lot of materials I need to gather, but apart from that, I'm pretty much set to actually build it in my lovely world as a proper video. So as you're watching this, it will probably be either completely online, my videos building it, or at least most of them. So Yeah, feel free to check out the link in the description to see them. But for now, I want to thank you as always very much for watching one of these behind the scenes videos, and I'll see you all in the next one. Bye!